Hey, Steve Zicker, welcome back to Pokesoo Channel. I'm playing this LH, what am I saying? I'm thinking of the lore. I'm playing a 650, an older Sandmake made in the 90s 650. This really has a sound. It reminds me a lot of a Gibson L5. It's a little bit heavier, which means maybe the laminate layers are thicker, and it's got some flame in the neck, which really looks cool when you play. I'm not sure if you can see that, but when you play and you look down, you can see that flame, and it really looks cool. And I personally feel a neck adds to tone. Some people disagree with me, but this is really beautiful. It has some beautiful flame in the neck there. But this guitar really has a nice sound. I can go 475 on it. Comes with a gig bag. All guitars are not created equal. Some just have a lot more tone. This really has a sound. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is the guitar ladder system, the power of cumulative power and momentum, because it's really important to understand that. For instance, like cycle one, let me get a little closer here. Cycle one in the guitar ladder system, which is this, gives you a certain musical sentence, right? It's all about, the huge growth, folks, comes from chordal work, and that's why my 240 studies in the guitar ladder system, plus the secret Horace Hatchett files, all that gives you another piece of the musical puzzle, and gives you the 10 systems of improvisation in a very organic, simple way. I teach the subconscious mind, which is extremely powerful. It doesn't need to be broken down into a bunch of little rules and regulations and a left brain approach. Your subconscious is extremely powerful. My system cooperates with the science of neuroplasticity. But that's cycle one, and then you do cycle one with the shading. But yeah, if you really want to make some real progress, the guitar ladder system works. It's only $199. You can order at Steve's Guitars. Now I'm going to go minor 9 to the major 13 flat 5. You just keep learning musical sentences. You learn about tension and resolution, how to create color, and that's really wakes up your musical ear and will wake up your hidden talent and allow you to begin to hear your own musical ideas and find them on the guitar. It really works, folks. I've sold over 8,500 courses because it works. Now, I was just looking at some other material. Here's Cycle 100, which uses a little bit of a similar idea to Cycle 1, which I just did like this with the, okay? So this uses a similar idea, but takes it somewhere else. So the idea behind the guitar ladder system, excuse me, is that it's cumulative power. You're going to actually get tremendous ear training because you just keep learning new ways to resolve chords, and that teaches your ear and wakes up your ear. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's 240 studies. And it just, I took from Joe Pass, I'm 64, I took from Joe Pass when I was about 22, and he used to say that, chordal work and standards is a really great way to wake up your ear. And he wasn't the most verbal guy in the world. What he really meant was chordal, tension and resolution, resolving chords really teaches your subconscious mind, your musical mind really wakes up your ear. And so that's why it's so important. So a lot of people like it when I do this. So like 4 chord, which is, it's perfect fourths, and then it's got a major third in the top. 4 chords, major, dominant 13, flat 9, 4 chord, dominant 13, flat 9, major 7, 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9, 13, arpeggio. By the way, when you're doing arpeggios, the most important thing is to be fluid. You see these, and I have nothing against, I like Yngwie Malmsteen, and I have nothing against people that play super fast and everything, as long as it's musical. But there's something to be said for learning to play arpeggios and things and be fluid and legato, so you get the. Okay, That's really important, as opposed to just blazing through something. If you take your time, it sounds really beautiful. So my main point here in the guitar ladder system is it's a very organic, simple to use. There's not a ton of theory. There's not a bunch of left brain rules and formulas. I've had people buy my guitar ladder course that had master's degrees in music, and they said that they just couldn't compose or improvise, and now they're on the way to really having some tremendous growth. I mean, the guitar ladder system is what you're looking for in a very simple to use, very organic, yet very powerful system that will wake up the talent within. Absolutely help you take a quantum leap. You'll learn more in a year than if you spend 5-6 years in just a bunch of normal material that really doesn't have any direction. It's not cumulative. The guitar ladder system is very cumulative. We keep learning new ways of putting things together. So what happens is all of a sudden you'll be sitting down to your guitar and you'll just start noodling, and you'll do something that you've never done before. So, and this guitar really is. It really has a beautiful sound. I'm just using a solid state amp too. Here I have a minor 11 to major 13 flat 5. But the guitar ladder system for $199 is thousands of dollars of material. It's going to help you discover your own unique musical point of view. You'll also learn how to reflect artists that you like, which is incredible, but it really works, folks. I've got 40 years into it, plus I don't send it all at once. You can order it at stevezookguitars.com. For a sample, send me an email, pokesoo@gmail.com, but it really, really works. And this guitar is available. It really has a sound. I don't just say that. I've been buying and selling guitars since I was 20 and I'm 64. I really know them. This really has a beautiful tone. And it's got some surface level scratches like any old, but it's made in the 90s, so it's older wood. It's got a little bit of weight to it, which I think adds to, it almost sounds to me like a solid top. It probably isn't. It's probably a laminate top, but I think they use thicker layers of laminate because it just has, and I'm using a solid state amp here. So samples, and I just want to make that point one more time. The guitar ladder system is cumulative, folks. In other words, there's a direction to where one study, there's some single note studies, but the huge growth comes from the chord work. There's a study that will teach you one thing, then another study will show you something else, and you just keep getting different pieces of your musical tool chest together, and it's the musical chordal work. Here's a little bit of cycle 8. It's all the different, and then what happens is you'll start doing one of my studies and you'll just take off somewhere else because your ear is hearing it, so you go with that. So it really works, folks. If you really want to take a quantum leap and you really want to wake up your musical ear and don't get bogged down with a bunch of theory and left brain stuff that doesn't really work, art's different. If you want to seed your musical mind, if you want to seed your musical ear and have those seeds sprout, the guitar ladder system really works. That's why people have bought it from me. Like I said, they have master's degrees in music, but they're stuck in a box. So samples, pokesoo@gmail.com. This guitar is available. It sounds really nice. It just has a really, really beautiful tone to it, and it's got some flame in the neck. It's really a gorgeous guitar. So I'll do $475. Comes with a gig bag. I'll miss this one because it really just has a beautiful tone. Guitars vary greatly from guitar to guitar. The gold's not perfect. Obviously, it's made in probably the 90s, 93, 94, 95, somewhere in there. Tons of fret left, plays really nice. Probably could use a new set of strings, but it sounds really beautiful right now. It's a really beautiful guitar, and like I said, it's got some flame in the neck, and it's really a sweet guitar. I'll really miss it, but hopefully it will go to a good home. All right, folks, take care, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.